Welcome back to 3 News at 5. A brand new exhibit debuted this week at the Cleveland Museum of Art. China's Southern Paradise is curated from over 30 international collections.
And each is protected through temperature-controlled microclimates. It's another important example of how art and careers in STEM are intertwined. Betsy Kling has the story.
China's Southern Paradise explores historical and cultural riches south of the Yangtze River. The exhibit, 3 years in the making, is the first of its kind in the Western world. Bringing it together took painstaking work at the Cleveland Museum of Art.
My whole responsibility here is trying to ensure that our artworks are not degrading or deteriorating in any way.
That's the role of Assistant Preventative Conservator Laura Resch. She makes sure humidity requirements of each piece on display are met. That starts with the cabinets you see here. All are made on site. With over 200 pieces, this exhibit marks the largest amount of casework Resch and her colleagues have ever tackled.
I had a lot of chemistry in my school background, and as I've worked throughout my career, I've ended up learning a lot about the physics of how air and humidity move inside of casework and how that affects different sorts of materials.
Hidden inside each case, a compartment housing materials to keep the artwork safe, like a bag of silica gel, just like you find in a shoebox with new shoes. Except Resch creates these packets herself, using an equation that puts her math and physics skills to the test.
I need to figure out what the air volume is within that case, and then I'm running the numbers to figure out how much silica gel I need.
Also inside each compartment, a data logger, tracking humidity levels continuously.
I have an app on my phone, and I can keep an eye on the temperature and humidity in a whole number of cases all throughout our campus.
Though visitors will marvel at these delicate international treasures dating back hundreds of years, increasingly it's the role of scientists and mathematicians to ensure exhibits like China's Southern Paradise are preserved for generations still to follow.
There's a lot of research happening all the time in the field of conservation to try to help us figure out how to best care for artworks.
That's fantastic. The exhibit, by the way, runs until January.
Yeah, the pieces of art in that show are so delicate, we couldn't use our lights even for a few minutes to videotape them while we were shooting the story.
All the more reason you got to go in person.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us for 3 News.